Dear students, to virtual class of English. Today we will start our next unit, tenses. Though I have explained this topic in the virtual class also, but many students, they couldn't see the board clearly. That's why I am teaching this topic again. So the main thing is, what is a tense? What is the definition of tense? Children, tense is a form of verb that indicates the time or a state of an action and event. Tense indicates the time when an event or an action took place, take place, or will take place. Okay, so through tenses we'll get to know the time of the action. Now children, see this flow chart. P indicates present time, left arrow, you can see the arrow, okay, on the left side of P. This arrow is indicating the past time, and the arrow on the very right side of P is indicating future time. Basically children, tenses are of three types: past tense, present tense, and future tense. Past tense indicates those actions which have already taken place in the past. Present tense indicates those actions or indicates the time of happening of those actions which are happening in the present. Future time indicates the time of those actions which will take place in the future. There are four subtypes of each tense: past, present, and future. So what are the four subtypes of past tense? Simple past tense, continuous past tense, perfect past tense, and past perfect continuous tense. Similarly, present tense also has four subtypes. The first one is simple present, then present continuous, perfect continuous, present perfect, and then present perfect continuous tense. In the same way, future tense also has four subparts. First is simple future tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, and the last one is future perfect continuous tense. So in this way there are total 12 tenses. Tenses are words that are used to refer time. I have already told you, tenses are words that are used to refer time. We get to know about the time of action. Now, by using tenses, you can refer to either the past, the present, or the future. By using tenses, you can show whether you are talking about the past event, present event, or future event. Tenses are shown by the form of the verbs used. There are three forms of verbs, basically three forms of verb: first form of verb, second form of verb, and third and the last form of verb. So tenses are shown by the form of the verbs used in the sentences. There are 12 types of the tenses. I have already told you that there are basically three types of the tenses, and those three types are further divided into 12 subtypes. But in 4th class children, we will do present continuous tense, past continuous tense, and simple future tense. So let us start with present continuous tense. We use is, am, are plus verbs first form plus ing in present continuous tense children. Subject plus is mr plus verb's first form plus ing. Now listen, this is first form of verb clean, this is first form of clean, and I have added here ing with this, so this becomes cleaning. Then cook, cooking. Drink, after adding ing, drinking. Drive, driving. Eat, eating. Jump, jumping. Kick, kicking. Listen, listening. So in this way, by adding ing, this becomes, by adding ing, we get fourth form of verb. I used to call it fourth form of verb. Okay. Now see this example, children. The bird is singing. This shows that the bird is singing in present time. Now what is present tense? In this sentence, the action is singing. Which action is going on? Singing. So it indicates it is still going on. If one action is going on in the present time, okay, for that we use present continuous tense. I am walking to the bookshop. That means you are still walking to the bookshop. My sister is eating an apple. This means your sister is still eating an apple. I am playing with my dog. This means you are still playing with your dog in the present situation. The boys are talking to their teacher. Okay, so here with this picture we get to know that boys are still talking to the teacher. Now children, we will do past continuous tense. In place of is mr helping verbs, we have to use was were according to the subject. If our subject is singular subject, then we will use was with singular subjects like he, she, it, or name of any person, and with the plural subjects like I, we, they, you, we use were helping verb plus verb first form plus ing. Now there are some examples of past continuous tense. I was working late. That means I was working in the past for some point of time. You were talking too fast. You, I have already told you that with plural subjects we use were. So you were talking too fast. That means you were talking too fast in the past at some point of time. Means this action has already been taken place in the past. He was watching television. She was walking to school. It was raining. We were singing a song. You were doing your homework. They were looking for a hotel. These are some examples of past continuous tense. There is not much difference between present continuous and past continuous. Only the difference is you have to use different helping verbs. In present tense we use is mr, and in past continuous tense we use was were helping verbs with verbs first form plus ing. Now, good morning children. Today we will do simple future tense. Simple future tense, children, we use will and shall helping verbs. Now see this example. He will write a book. Future tense. Now what is future tense? In this sentence, the action will write is going to take place at some future time. That means this action is going to take place in the future at some point of time. That's why we have written will. Will and shall we use for future predictions or making promises. With I and we use shall helping verb, and with singular subjects like he, she, it, or name you, they, we use will. Okay, there are some examples. I shall play football. We shall play football. You will play football. They will play football. He will play football. She will play football. Sam will play football. Now, see these first two examples, children. I have used shall in these two examples with I subject and with subject we. So, we use shall with I and we. In spoken English, we can use will also, but when it comes in writing, that time grammatically only shall is correct with I and we. Your homework is to revise present continuous tense, past continuous tense and future simple tense. I hope you all have understood what is the difference between present continuous and past continuous and what is future simple tense. Thank you and have a wonderful day, children.